Last time where did we stop? Anyone remembers? It's been quite some time now.
Sir, Asti Jayate Vardhate, you explained.
Okay, that is over, right? Sthula Shariram is over.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधो विधीयते साधनचतुष्टयसम्पन्नाधिकारिणां मोक्षसाधनभूतं तत्त्वविवेकप्रकारं वक्ष्यामः साधनचतुष्टयं किं नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः इहामुत्रार्थफलभोगविरागः शमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिः मुमुक्षुत्वं चेति नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः कः नित्यवस्त्वैकं ब्रह्म तद्व्यतिरिक्तं सर्वमनित्यम् अयमेव नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः विरागः कः इह स्वर्गभोगेषु इच्छाराहित्यं शमादिसाधनसम्पत्तिः का शमोदम उपरमस्तितीक्षा श्रद्धा समाधानं चेति शमः कः मनोनिग्रहः दमः कः चक्षुरादिबाह्येन्द्रियनिग्रहः उपरमः कः स्वधर्मानुष्ठानमेव तितिक्षा का शीतोष्णसुखदुःखादिसहिष्णुत्वं श्रद्धा कीदृशी गुरुवेदान्तवाक्यादिषु विश्वासश्रद्धा समाधानं किं चित्तैकाग्रता मुमुक्षुत्वं किं मोक्षो मे भूयादिति इच्छा एतत् साधनचतुष्टयं ततस्तत्त्वविवेकस्याधिकारिणो भवन्ति तत्त्वविवेकः कः आत्मा सत्यं तदन्यत् सर्वं मिथ्येति आत्मा कः स्थूलसूक्ष्मकारणशरीराद्व्यतिरिक्तः पञ्चकोशातीतः सन् अवस्थात्रयसाक्षी सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपः सन् यस्तिष्ठति स आत्मा स्थूलशरीरं किं पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतं सुखदुःखादिभोगायतनम् अस्ति जायते वर्धते विपरिणमते अपक्षीयते विनश्यतीति षड्विकारवदेतत् स्थूलशरीरम् सूक्ष्मशरीरं किम् अपञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतं सत्कर्मजन्यं सुखदुःखादिभोगसाधनं पञ्चज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पञ्चकर्मेन्द्रियाणि पञ्चप्राणादयः मनश्चैकं बुद्धिश्चैका एवं सप्तदशकलाभिः सह यत्तिष्ठति तत् सूक्ष्मशरीरम्. Okay. So, last time, few weeks back, we understood what is Sthula Shariram. Okay. So, in Sthula Shariram, the definition is whatever is perceptible by me and whatever is perceptible by others that is called Sthula Shariram. Okay. And how does it come? There is something called as Samanya Karanam and Vishesha Karanam. That is general cause and a special cause. General cause means it is generally the same cause for everyone, which is Pancha Mahabhutai Kritam, and it is a housing, Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Ayatanam. It is a housing for one to experience the Sukha and Dukkha Bhoga. Okay. Then what is the special cause? It is Karmajanyam. Based on my karma, the karma phala, I get a particular body. If I have a very nice, beautiful body with no ailments, that is because of my karma. If I get a body with a lot of ailments, that is again because of my karma. If it is one day good, one day bad, that is also because of my karma only. Okay. So, there is no question of blaming anyone. Whatever I have sown, I have reaped that, and that is my Sthula Sharira. Okay. Then, what is the stages of this Sthula Sharira? Or what does it pass through? Which is Asti Jayate Vardhate Viparinamate Apakshiyate Vinashyati iti Shad Vikaravat Etat Sthula Shariram. Asti, to be, Jayate, to come out, to be born, Vardhate, to grow, Viparinamate, to have changes, Apakshiyati, to start slowly decaying, and Vinashyati, to completely get destroyed. And that word Shariram itself means Shaririyate iti Shariram, that one which gets destroyed with time is called Shariram. Okay. Now here we are going to see something called as Sharira Trayam is what we are learning. So three Sharirams are there. Out of that we have learned the first Shariram, which is called as Sthula Shariram. The other two Shariram I have given the name. The second one is called Sukshma Shariram or subtle body. The third one is called Karana Shariram or causal body. Causal, causal body, which is the cause for the other bodies. Okay. But all of them are Shaririyate iti Shariram. They are all destroyable. So what is the lifespan of Sthula Shariram? We understand our Sthula Shariram from DOB to DOD. What is DOB? Date of birth. Until when it is there? Date of death. So every Sthula Shariram will have a DOD and a DOB. Correct? And that is what is the lifespan of one Sthula Sharira. It lives for one life. Okay. Then comes the question, because Atma Tarhi Kaha, what was the answer? Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktaha is the first portion. So out of that we have seen what is Sthula. Then obviously what is the next question? Sukshma Shariram Kim. Now I want to know I understood what is Sthula Shariram. I want to know what is Sukshma Shariram. And the teacher answers, Sukshma Shariram is Apanchikrita Panchamahabhutai Kritam Sat Janyam Sat Karma Janyam Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Sadhanam Pancha Jnanendriyani Pancha Karmendriyani Pancha Pranadayaha Manaschaikam Buddhishchaika Evam Saptadasha Kalabhihi Yas Tishtati. Correct? Evam Saptakala Dashabhihi Saha Yat Tishtati Tat Sukshma Shariram. So now there is a big definition for Sukshma Shariram. Okay. From Atma we come to Sukshma Shariram. Now in Sukshma Shariram you will have tributaries. Now I am going to just give you the word meaning, because I am not going to explain anything here. Why? You know. you will have that as the next question. So obviously I am supposed to explain. So that is going to come as the next question. So let us see what is the word meaning of this sentence. Apanchikrita. What did I say panchikaranam to be? Grossification. To form into a gross. Correct? Is called panchikaranam. What is apanchikaranam? Which cannot be grossified. That is why it is subtle. Correct? We are now seeing subtle body. Subtle means which is not grossified. Sukshma hai. Correct? Now, apanchikrita, again made up of what? Panchamahabhutaihi. So the general cause continues to be Panchamahabhutaihi. That means Prithivi, Apa, Teja, Vayurakashaha. They have Sthula Prithivi, Apa, Teja, Vayurakasha. They have Sukshma Prithivi, Apa, Teja, Vayurakasha. Huh? How is this? No. We can only see this earth. Yes, what you can see the earth is the gross earth. But does not the earth have an ability to do couple of things? Yes. Does the earth have an ability to do certain things? If you put a seed, it will grow into a tree. Correct? How does it happen? Unless you put it onto the earth, will it come? That means the earth is doing something. It has an ability to convert a seed to a tree, a plant, correct? Can you show me what is that ability? Can someone show what is that ability? No, this earth has got this thing in it and that thing in it, and that is why. What is there? That ability, that Shakti to convert and manifest it out from a seed to a tree, that the earth has got. And that ability you cannot see it, but you can experience it. You cannot see it. That is why it is Sukshma. So if Prithvi has got Sukshma ability, Akasha has got Sukshma ability, Vayu has got Sukshma ability, Agni has got Sukshma ability, water has got Sukshma ability, that means each of these have got Sthula ability and Sukshma ability. Sukshma means subtle. And what is the definition of subtle now? Because we have not defined what is subtle. Sthula we defined it. What is Sthula? Which I can see, I can perceive, which others can see, others can perceive. Correct? Sukshma means only I can perceive, others cannot perceive. How is subtle defined? Only I can perceive. That ability of the earth, only earth can perceive. We cannot perceive it. The moment it gets manifested, if you say that it is calcium, magnesium, potassium, you say whatever you want. But the moment you have told that, you have grossified it, you are only looking at that gross element. You are not looking at the ability or the capability element which can never be seen. Like within us, as we have a gross body, we have a subtle body. Tell me one thing which only you can understand but others cannot understand unless you make it available for others to understand.
Emotion.
Emotions, your knowledge, your emotions, your
Feelings.
wisdom, your feelings. So many things are there.
Thought.
Correct? We will see all that. All these are I can understand but others cannot understand. That is why it is defined as subtle, Sukshma. Same way, even the Pancha Mahabhutas have got Sukshma. Right? Where it is going to come into use, we will see it later. Pancha Mahabhutas, Sukshma, where it comes to use, it will come later. Huh? Right now, we will see our Sukshma part, which is related to, he says, Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutaih Kritam Sat Karmajanyam. That means the subtle abilities of Pancha Mahabhutas create my subtle body, which is the general cause. And again, why am I so emotionally weak? Why am I so intellectually weak? Why my rational faculty is very strong? Why am I very bold? Satkarmajanyam. It is your karmajanyam. It is coming again back from your karma. As much as your physical health is there, same way is your mental health. Correct? Why do I fear every time? Okay, karmajanyam. In the past, some karma you have done by which that you are experiencing that fear now. Correct? So even my mental ability, all my sukshma abilities are because of karmajanyam. That is why between twins also you will see one child behaving differently, the other child behaving differently, although physically they are very, very, very similar and strong, but mentally they both will have, especially the parents will immediately notice and they understand these children and differentiate, saying that no, this boy or this girl is like that, the other one is like this. Why? You will only see that subtle differences and you will know. But for all the others, when they see the twins, they will never understand, they will always do ulta sulta. Why? They have never understood their subtle behaviors, and this subtle behaviors is different. Why they are different? Karmajanyam. Do you get an answer? Karmajanyam, purva karma. In the past janmas we have done certain karmas, that is why you have got that change. So that is a reason why it has happened. Right? Good. So now he says, after this, for Sthula Shariram, he said, Asti Jayate Vardate Viparinamate Apakshiyate Vinashyati iti Shadvikaravat. In Sukshma Shariram, he says, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Pranaha, Manascha Ekam, Buddhischa Eka, Evam Sapta Dasha Kalabhihi. Okay, now he is going to give you 17 different aspects of our Sukshma Shariram. Can we imagine this? Our Sthula Shariram did not have any aspect like this, but Sukshma Shariram, they have classified into 1, 7, 17, and this 17 will become 19 later on. Right now he has classified it as 17, and what are the 17? Simply write down the names, we will see each of them later on. Pancha Jnanendriyani. So there are 5 set of things which are called Jnanendriyas. Then Pancha Karmendriyani. 5 things which are Pancha Karmendriyani. Then another set of 5 which is called Pancha Pranaha. So 5 plus 5 plus 5, 15 already over in this. Then he says, Ekam Manaha, Ekam Buddhihi. 1 mind and 1 intellect. These together is called 17 Saptadasha. Kala in Sanskrit means parts. Part of a whole is called Kala. Okay. Saptadasha Kalabhihi means 17 parts to this Sukshma Sharira are there. Now what is the purpose of this Sukshma Sharira? Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Sadhanam. What was it in the Sthula Sharira? Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Ayatanam. Ayatanam we said is housing. What is sadhanam? Sadhanam means instrument. Sadhanam means instrument. I use that for experiencing sukha and dukkha. Okay, there it's a housing. But within the housing you have to have the householders and those members of the family who are supposed to do it. These are the members of the family in that housing. They are subtle. Correct? That is why when 5 children are there and if the teacher scolds, one will feel very bad, the other will not bother also. Why? Scolding has happened the same way to all the 5. one will feel very bad. All the five have got bodies, all the five could hear, all the five could understand. Only one felt very bad. One of them did not feel at all. Why? Because not sensitive. That instrument is not sensitive and karmajanyam, bhoga sadhanam. That instrument is not geared up to be sensitive to it. It's still gross. You understand this? We'll go into detail, you will understand what it is. Right now, all our emotions are within us. It is never expressed in our body unless we decide to express. Pain, pleasure, all these are within us. Where do we experience it? In the body or in the mind? If there is a small pin which pricks my finger, where is the experience? The pain is experienced where?
Body.
Is it?
Mind.
Where is the pain experienced?
Mind.
Correct? So it hurts even the smallest part of the body. If there is a pain, the pain is felt in the mind. Okay, the body just passes it. Suppose there is an anesthesia given there. Will you feel the pain? Why? By anesthesia, what is happening? Your mind and that part of the mind is blocked. Are we able to get it? That part of the brain itself is blocked, which is going to sense it. Right? That is why you don't feel it. Correct? So, whatever happens to the body at that time, it is the mind which is under anesthesia, and that is why you don't feel it. Clear? Now, so sukha dukkhadi bhoga ayatanam, bhoga sadhanam, pancha jnanendriyani, pancha karmendriyani, pancha pranadaya, manaschaikam, buddhischeka, evam saptadasha kalabhihi, yes tishtati, wherever that is present, that is called Sukshma Sharira. So, are we able to understand the definition of Sukshma Sharira? Is there any doubt? Just for everyone's benefit, I will just try to tell it in English. That which has got the general cause as the Sukshma Tattva of Pancha Mahabhutas, that which is completely available, I can feel it and behaves because of my karma, past karma, which has got 17 parts to it, which are 5 pranas, 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriya, 1 mind, 1 buddhi, and it is an instrument to experience pleasure and pain. Wherever that is present, that is called as Sukshma Sharira. Okay. Now, we were going to talk of one more aspect of Sukshma Shariram which is not there in this text. What is the lifespan of Sukshma Shariram? We said the lifespan of Sthula Shariram is from date of birth to date of death. So what is the lifespan of Sukshma Shariram? It is from Srishti to Pralaya. Right from Srishti to Pralaya, this Sukshma Shariram will continue. Then what happens in Pralaya? That we will see later. Then again what happens in Srishti? Again will come back as Sukshma Shariram. And then you will get Sthula Shariram. Hopefully this is clear. Is it giving certain questions in the mind? Or is it very clear? I will take a pause here so that this has to be absolutely clear.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
सर जब मोक्ष में जाते तब भी रहेगा सूक्ष्म
So
शरीर.
that we will see that later. We'll see that later. Moksha, don't talk of moksha. We are all now not even near moksha. We are
Yes,
referring
and
to normal common human beings who are ajnanis, don't have any knowledge of Atmajnana. What will happen? This Sukshma Sharira is born when the Srishti comes, and the Sukshma Sharira dies when the Srishti goes, which is Pralaya.
Sir, at the time of Srishti, what is the karma phala?
We will see that later, because there has to be some reason for the Srishti to start. That time we will see it. But more important is what happens to your Sukshma Sharira at the time of your death. Have we thought about that? When we are
Sir?
saying, sorry,
Sir, can we say that Sukshma Sharira is permanent and Sthula Sharira is time bound?
no, both are, the word movement is Shariram. If you say, both are time bound. Only the time span is different.
Time span.
Correct. One is playing T20 match, other is playing a 5-day match. But both are time bound,
Okay, thanks.
right? Now the question is, we all understand Sthula Shariram. I have a date of birth. Every year I cut the cake, I blow the candle on the same day, and then one day others blow the candle when I die. Right? What happens to my Sukshma Shariram on my death? Does it die?
Sir, it dissolve in the Srishti, in the universe.
Carry forward.
It goes to another Sukshma Sharira.
No, you already have a Sukshma Sharira. It cannot go into another Sukshma Sharira.
Sthula Sharira. Sthula Sharira.
It will go into another Sthula Sharira. Now do you understand that whenever we say death in our system, death never means destruction. Okay? Death never means destruction. You are never killed. Even when this body dies, it is like changing of clothes. That is what Bhagavad Gita also says. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. ठीक है, ये कपड़ा पुराना हो गया, चेंज इट, दूसरा कपड़ा पहनो, इसको छोड़ दो. Exactly like that, you don't change. There the reference is something different, but here I am just extending it only to Sukshma Sharira also doesn't die. There it is referring to Atma. Forget Atma. I am saying the next level, that means what happens? Whenever we die, our 17 items of this are still there and is waiting for a housing to interact. Okay. Now, we all would have heard about cycle of this birth and death. Various births you can take, different yonis. In yoga, what is it said? Chaturashiti lakshani shivena kathitam pura. Something like that. So 84 lakh yonis you can take. You can become a plant, you can, different species. You can become a human being, you can become a monkey, you can become a buffalo, you can become an insect. All are one jiva only. That means what has happened? The body has changed, but that Sukshma Sharira still remains the same. Can you imagine this? If I take, just for giving you an example, I have a SIM card which is 5G. Okay, this SIM card 5G, when I say, has got a particular ability. Yes or no? Suppose I put it into that mobile which is called that talk mobile आता है ना, जो security guard के पास सब रहता है, not the smartphone. Before smartphone, we used to have that. Even if kids ask, we'll buy that and give first. In 2 days they will throw it. They will say useless stuff. I want a smartphone. The so-called non-smartphone, I don't know what it is called. You put a 5G SIM card in that. Have you modified the phone's ability to connect to 5G? Or it will just connect that 1G only, dhakka maar.
2G. 2G.
1G, 2G, जो भी है, it will connect only that, correct? Imagine that this phone has broken. You remove the SIM card. Now you have upgraded to a smartphone. The moment you put in that, what happens? Is the memory of the SIM card available? Not available. Whatever numbers you have stored in the SIM card has all gone off. It is available. Will it connect to 5G if there is 5G connection at that place, or 4G if it is there? Correct? So the more sophisticated sthula sharira you give, that much more it has an ability to work. That means the ability of the sukshma sharira to express out is now defined by the ability of the sthula sharira. You understand? So if a donkey cannot speak, it is not because the donkey does not know to speak. It doesn't have a ability in the sthula sharira to speak. That is why after it dying, if it becomes a human being like me, it can continue to speak. Otherwise, if the donkey did not have in the sukshma sharira speech itself, after getting a human birth, how can it speak then? Are you able to get that? So the moment a new birth comes, and if it's an evolved birth where you have more facilities that can speak, that can touch, that can smell, all the 5 senses are working, all will work. Suppose this particular janma you have wasted and you die, and next janma you become a cockroach. What happened to this Tattva Bodha knowledge? Has it gone off? Tell me. Where is the Tattva Bodha knowledge sitting? In your Sthula Sharira or in your Sukshma Sharira? If someone says Sthula Sharira, then I will say it is in the writing. Book mein baith gaya hai. Otherwise it is sitting in you, right? Because you've got a body that cannot express it, everyone believes that you don't know that knowledge. But you have already learned Tattva Bodha in this Janma. How will you forget it? It is a part of your Sukshma Sharira. Your Sukshma Sharira is not going to die. Correct? It has only gone into another body. That means from a cockroach body you come back to a human body, what will happen? This knowledge will still continue to work. So the knowledge, whatever, that is why this prodigy and all is working based on that. In the previous Janma, already certain knowledge is there which is sitting in the Sukshma Sharira. When it gets a proper Sthula Sharira where it can express it, it will express it when the right time comes. And the beauty is, ऊपर से पूरा clean up करके छोड़ता है. See, when you buy, you have used or you have tried to understand how the second hand mobile, when you go to buy, when the first person uses the mobile, when they give it, what is done first? Format it. पूरा format कर दो. Then the next person uses. Same way, Actually, the Shastra says you remember everything about the previous birth till you are in the mother's womb. But the moment you come out, everything gets erased out. अगर थोड़ा कुछ बचा रहेगा तो that is how you see that movie ना, अरे 7 जन्म पहला you were my husband and we both together were in that Manjulika, all those things starts. Do you understand? Even that has a very clear answer to it, that it is sitting in the Sukshma Sharira. Whenever the right time comes, Manjulika became active. Correct? Till the right time did not come, Manjulika was that way only, right? That movie also, look at it. Till that time came, till she got that system, everything which was that way, that connection was not there till that. Correct? And that is how Sukshma Shariram works. That means now if you are sitting, how many janmas ka what all knowledge you are sitting with, even you do not know. What all experience you are sitting with, you do not know. That is why whenever we go to sleep and we dream, you can dream of anything and everything which you have not experienced in this janma. From where does it come? Okay. Very nicely our teacher teaches. All the activities you do across in the janma is called VCR. What is VCR? Video cassette recorder. And when you sleep and you dream, it is called VCP. It starts playing. And it can go and access any janma ka anything and mix it up and give it to you as a new one. A new experience. Such a beautiful system we have. Think about it. Are we getting answers for all many things which we feel that chalo ye to rudimentary hai, but without a cause how can an effect come? Right? We just take it for granted, right? And that is why they say small children, they smile such a lot. Kids, babies, they smile a lot. As we grow, we stop smiling. Why? Our ahankara comes, we start understanding everything and we stop that. For them, they are still in that past janma ka whatever. We say, Bhagwan ne fool दिखाया, वो किया, ये किया, बच्चा हंस रहा है. Sometimes we feel that हमें देख के हंस रहा है, कुछ नहीं है. That child doesn't even know. It's something, it's remembering, some smile is happening, some changes are there which we feel as smiling. Correct? So, that is why when we get to Sukshma Sharira, it is absolutely highly exciting to know what this stuff is. Sthula Sharira is kuch nahi hai. And throughout our life, we are behind this Sthula Sharira. उसको ही ऑयल लगाओ, सोप लगाओ, फेयर एंड लवली लगाओ, कलर लगाओ, वो करो, ये करो, पूरा स्थूल शरीर को उसको ये साड़ी ड्रेप करो, ये शर्ट डालो, ये पैंट डालो, सब उसको ही कर रहे. एंड अवर सूक्ष्म शरीर, इट इज अ मोस्ट फैबुलस थिंग. करेक्ट? नाउ व्हाट इज इट मेड अप ऑफ? 17 parts, and let us see. So what we have seen is it has got a lifespan of from Srishti to Pralaya. Sthula Sharira has got a lifespan of date of birth to date of death. So the Sukshma Sharira can live far, 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 far more than a Sthula Sharira.
सर एक क्वेश्चन है, इज इट सो कि जो इंटेलेक्ट वाइज है इसीलिए ह्यूमन का इंटेलेक्ट बढ़ता जा रहा है कि सूक्ष्म शरीर में जो मेमोरी है वो बाय द जन्म बढ़ती जा रही है?
I have no idea. We can rationally tell many things. Sukshma Sharira is whatever is there, it's carried over.
Sir.
Please mute others.
Yeah, sir. At the time of death, when the स्थूल शरीर dies, so सूक्ष्म शरीर immediately दूसरे शरीर में जब नहीं जाता, तो ये कहाँ पर रुकता है और किस रूप में रहता है?
Okay. There are many points of debate in all this. Just 1 second, I need to put some charger, otherwise the computer will stop. Wait. we need to be clear on one thing. We have to learn Sukshma Sharira to understand what it is. And the Sukshma Sharira purview of learning is when we are alive. Okay. I need to understand what is my Sukshma Sharira when I am alive so that I work with it. It is an instrument for me to work with it. What happens to it in between, वड़ा पाव खाने को जाता है कि क्या करता है, I have no idea. And even if it is like that, I am not interested in it because it is non-operative for me. Think about it. That knowledge मिलके भी क्या फायदा है? I can't do anything. It is like saying that that person has got a 5G SIM card. So what should I do? मेरा अभी तक 1G डब्बा गोल चालू है. So should I bother of what I have and try to make use of it, or should I think about something? It always, our human mind is inquisitive about that. Very true. Maybe we can talk about it later on, but it is not a part of this text where we need to even discuss about it, because that knowledge actually is useless for us, because I can't use it. What is the use of that knowledge when I can't use it? So I better only learn those things which I can use. And what can I use? I can use this blessed Sukshma Sharira right from when I have been born in this body till this body goes. I have a nice Sukshma Sharira. Shouldn't I use that? So I should know that and I should use it. And that is what is the objective of this particular text, to teach what is Sukshma Sharira and how to use it. Correct? And it is being taught to tell you that that is not Atma. It is not Sthula Sharira is not Atma, Sukshma Sharira is not Atma. And so our objective is Atma, not the Sharira. Don't waste your time in the Sharira. You have to only know that it comes and it goes. It gets destroyed. Ability of it reduces. More than that, there is nothing. You can make use of it for getting knowledge. Apart from that, all the information about Sukshma Sharira or Sthula Sharira is useless. Absolutely useless. Right? Good. So, sorry for diverting this particular question of yours, but clearly I am not going to enter into areas which are not part of the text because it doesn't make sense to us. Right? Okay. Now the Sukshma Sharira, first part, it says that it is Pancha Jnanendriyaha. Okay. So now we will go to the next question, because the next question will take you to that part. Okay. Then before the question, he starts actually explaining. He knows that this question will come, so the teacher starts explaining. Shrotram tvak chakshuhu rasana ghranamiti pancha jnanendriyani shrotrasya digdevata tvacho vayuhu chakshusha suryah rasanaya varunaha ghranasya iti jnanendriya devatah shrotrasya vishayah shabdagrahanam tvacho vishayah sparshagrahanam चक्षुषो विषयः रूपग्रहणं रसनाया विषयः रसग्रहणं घ्राणस्य विषयः गंधग्रहणं. Okay, so he gives two small paragraphs related to Pancha Jnanendriyani. Jnana means knowledge. Indriya means instrument. That instrument which can get knowledge from outside inside to the body is called Jnanendriya. And in simple terms, I call it as लेना बैंक. बाहर से अंदर आने वाले को लेना बैंक बोलते हैं. करेक्ट? बाहर आयाराम अंदर आने वाला है. एंड अंदर आने के लिए मेरे पास 5 एंटीना है. I am a person with 5 antennas. My first antenna is my touch. Second antenna is, first one is hearing, second one is touch, third one is sight, fourth one is taste, and the fifth one is smell. Okay, now I'm going to tell it to you in a particular order. The same order he has given. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. And he has given it as Shrotriya, Twak, Chakshuhu. Correct? Shrotram, Twak, Chakshuhu, Rasana, Granam. Exactly the same. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Okay. Now what are these? And before going further into it, I want to give you a nice connection. Tell me, these five are abilities. Okay, first of all, when we say Jnanendriya, this is what I have to make it first clear. When I say it is Sukshma, only you know it, others don't know it. Correct? Seeing, S-E-E-I-N-G, is not Jnanendriya. Then what is the Jnanendriya? Sight. Ability to see is the Jnanendriya. Do you understand? Seeing is a verb. Smelling is a verb. Tasting is a verb. So when we say smell, taste, touch, we actually should mean, for telling we may tell it, but what do we mean? Ability to taste, ability to smell, ability to see, ability to touch and feel. Correct? Ability to hear. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Is it not the ears? Is it not the ear, mouth, nose? Yes, no, tell me something. I am not a mind reader.
Yes. But the ability differs.
Correct?
No.
Now, wait, listen, sir. Please wait. If we say my nose is the part of Pancha Jnanendriya, nose is gross or subtle? Nose is gross. Correct? And in Sanskrit, we call, see, all these subtle abilities have to be expressed through the gross. Okay. My eyes are called the Golaka. That the word which is the gross part is called the Golaka. And behind that, the ability is called Indriya. Indriya means ability, the instrument which makes that Golaka to work. Okay. For example, we have people who have eyes, but they don't have sight. We have people who have got mouth, but they can't speak. We have people who have got ears, but they can't hear. So the ability is different and the gross Golaka is different. And if a person cannot hear or do or something, when you go to the doctor will first test the Golaka only. He will test the gross only, because his access is only up to the gross. Okay. Then how does he understand that he has a problem in hearing?
Response.
That response is converting the subtle to gross by the person. Unless you convert that subtle to a gross and express it out, the other person will never understand it. So whenever a doctor tests a patient, the doctor has an access only to the gross, The patient converts the subtle and expresses it as gross. The doctor receives it as gross, converts it to subtle, and then thinks on it. Think about it. How such conversions are happening, huh? From that is called analysis, and from that diagnosis, he will again express by making it into a gross and giving it out, which the other person again receives as gross, converts it to subtle in the mind, and says, oh, now I understood what you are telling me. समझ में आ रहा है? Is it clear? So this is the process it is going on. And we bundle everything and say the gross and subtle, everything is together. But in Vedanta, when you have to learn to separate it. Gross has its limitation, gross has its ability, the subtle has much more ability, and the gross defines how much the subtle can work. That is why there are certain things which certain animals can see, smell, feel, but human beings cannot. Why? That gross Golaka has that ability and least count to perceive it, but my least count doesn't allow that. Correct? Are we able to get this? Isn't it going now scientifically, very logically? Yes, Vedanta is a very logical Shastra we have to go. There is nothing for taking for granted. No, nothing works that way. If you cannot touch the cause, at least you will be able to see the result, and from the result you can make a hypothesis of the cause. That is good enough. Right? It is like saying that if you are alive, your 10th grandfather was there. You cannot say, no, I have never seen him. But if he was not there, you would not be alive. The fact that you are alive and sitting here means he was there. Who he was he married, was he nothing you know, but he was there, that's a fact. Simple. Same way, from effect you can go to the cause and establish the cause and leave it there. You may not be able to see the cause, because all these subtle causes you will never be able to see it. But if it gets expressed out and manifested out, that is why all the you understand how does a psychologist work? He goes for the reactions of the patient and tries to imagine what could be happening in the mind. Think about it. He gives various inputs and sees the output, and from the output he analyzes, oh, this could be. The normal doctor, is it paining here, is it paining there? It is very easy. But you go to a psychiatrist, his job is still tough, because he is working with Sukshma. He is not analyzing the Sthula. Are we able to get this? So Sthula is different, Sukshma is different. Sukshma is the ability. Okay. So Indriyas have their ability. Now if there is an ability, someone has to give that ability to you. Correct? You don't suddenly get. For example, a cockroach cannot speak. Why? No one has given that ability for the cockroach to speak. Someone has not given that, right? So, if you have a prime minister and same party ka chief minister or some other ministers, then he says, okay, this power of mine I delegate to you. Correct? So, all the powers of all the ministers are resting with the prime minister. Or if it is in USA, the president. Okay, because now we are referring to US also. So, president bolo, prime minister bolo, that power he distributes it to different people. That different people will further give it to niche MLA wo ye. That is why he say, don't worry, मैं 2 minute में करा के दूंगा. Why? Another person cannot do it. Why this person can do? Because that power has got partially transferred to this person also. So he uses that. Same way, how do we get the power of each of these ability for it to work is there are devatas who are giving this power. So what is our job? Use it, don't misuse it, and like good children, while going back, give it back. अच्छा बच्चा जैसा मरने का टाइम पे, बाबा थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग मी टू यूज इट, आई नेवर ओन्ड इट, I took care of it, now it is back to you. Do we understand? Okay, and for which the next lines are talking about who are the power centers who give you this. And what is it saying? Shrotrasya Digdevata. The Devata or the power center for hearing is the god of directions. Okay, then Tvacho Vayuhu, the Vayu or the wind is the devata for touch. थोड़ा कॉक एंड बुल स्टोरी लग रहा है ना, कुछ कुछ नाम दे रहा है, किसी को भी ये दे रहा है वो दे रहा है, हाँ ठीक है फेरी टेल बीच में आ गया बोल के, हाँ. चक्षुष सूर्य, फॉर माई आईज साइट सूर्य भगवान गिव्स. ओके, रसनाया वरुण, रसना इज नॉट अवर रसना जो बॉटल में आता था ना, नॉट दैट रसना. Taste is called rasana. Okay, varunaha, water, and granasya ashvinau, ability to smell is given by Ashwini Kumaras. Okay, why is such a thing said? This actually opens out a beautiful area, which I am going to take it only next time. और चलेगा, we can complete it if it's okay till 9:05 we'll be able to complete this. But it's a very beautiful analysis. When you do that, you will understand. Wow, we never knew this till now. We have this 5 abilities, right? Which is called as Jnanendriya. 5 antennas. Can we grade them between gross and subtle? Which is a grosser ability, which is a subtler ability? Or all are the same?
So we can grade.
So which is, suppose we go with the same sequence of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, which is the grossest and which is the subtlest? Shabda is the grossest or the subtlest? Or Gandha is the grossest or the subtlest?
Gandha.
What?
Subtle.
Gandha is subtle and Shabda is gross.
Gross.
Okay? This is where our logic starts playing. Now we will see it. Tell me, how do you, okay, we have 5 such abilities in our body, 5 antennas, which are the Pancha Mahabhutas. Prithivyapastejo Vayurakasha. Correct? Are we able to understand this? Prithvi, earth, water, then Agni or Tejaha, Vayuhu or air, Akasha or space. Now tell me, how do you understand sound? Which, to hear, which dimensions of the Pancha Mahabhuta you use?
Air.
Akash.
Akash.
Is it air, right? Because sound comes through air only.
All comes through air. So wherever there is no air, sound cannot come.
Yes.
Hmm? Tell me a simple way. Some people said Akash. Some people said air. So obviously we have shortlisted to 2. The others have gone off. By exclusion निकाल दिए उसको. If we say that it is air, and that means without a medium sound cannot travel. Without air sound cannot travel. That means पानी का अंदर sound doesn't travel. Simpler. We'll go with simple experiences. We'll not go into high tech science and all. पानी के अंदर वू आवाज किया तो नहीं आएगा. आएगा. That means air need not be there for sound, propagating sound. The waves have to move. It has to have a medium. It can be air, water, whatever. What about space? Why did some people say space? What is that connection between space and sound? Blank.
The sound cannot travel without space. It needs space. Solid
Everything requires space. Tell me what doesn't require space. That means everything is supposed to be with space. वो लॉजिक नहीं चलेगा. हर चीज स्पेस पे तो होता है. हाँ, so
travel from we need one place to the other, and space takes that. Basically, it's from one location to the other, which is the dimension of space.
how do you know this? See, you are making a hypothesis. Can you give some basic experience which can prove your hypothesis?
Sound originates from one place. Sound is originating in a place, and the person, it goes to another place so that he can hear.
Same way is fragrance. अगरबत्ती रूम का एक कोने में जलाओ, दूसरा in the next room you can smell it. हवा एक जगह से आया, that also goes. So there are many things which happen like that. Okay.
The sound can travel when molecules vibrate. If it's solid, then molecules cannot vibrate. So it needs space for the molecules to move.
Parul, not all are scientific.
Okay.
You just go with simple things in life. Experience is something which you can't negate. Everyone would have experienced it. Can you tell me a game where you use this principle? Can you tell me a game which you have played using this principle of sound and space? Chalo.
Echo.
Radio.
Echo.
No.
Cup and thread.
No.
गेम की बात हो रही है यार.
The kids play talking into one's ears.
No. No.
Echo.
No. All that could be there, but I am talking of a very, very base thing which we have never thought that it is based on such a thing. How many people have played that blindfolded game? आँख में पट्टी बांध के पकड़ने का गेम खेला है? खेला है ना? Okay. So what happens? Now my den is there. Okay. मेरा डाव है and Parul is now going to tie for me. Correct. Now what will Parul do? You have tied. Okay. Then tell what you have. Then next what will you do? Unmute and start speaking now.
I'll change my place and create some sound.
No, 1 minute. You do step by step na. You have tied, then you suddenly change and make sound. वो करेगी क्या? सबसे पहले क्या करोगे?
आपको घुमा देंगे.
उसका पहला क्या करेगी?
घुमा देंगे.
उसका पहला क्या करेगी? हाँ, मेरा आँख का सामने ये कितना है, ये कितना है, हाँ, कि आँख बरोबर बंदे की नहीं. You will ensure that. Then what will you do?
Then rotate yourself.
Why rotate me?
change your
I will
direction.
rotate you and then I will
Why rotate? You are
direction.
So that you're
Correct the
confused.
direction.
You are disorienting me from the
Yes.
space which I have already earmarked and kept. Think about it, as a small child, we do it. When I have opened my eyes, I have earmarked, Are, this person is here, ye jhaad idhar hai, iska ye, all this I have been in a picture. Now you are disorienting me that way. Correct? That means you have disoriented the space. Correct? Now you will move out of the scope. Now what will I do? Tell me.
Wait for a sound.
Follow the
where I
sound.
already
I don't do all that first. The moment I see the touch is over, someone has stopped touching me, I will start what?
trying to touch somebody.
Yes, I will start extending my hand trying to touch someone. And to have fun, someone will go very close to me and I will try to hit all those things. I will try everything. Another 2 minutes, then I know it's a futile exercise. I will stop that. Then what I do? I
Listen for a sound.
wait for the
Listen for a
sound
sound.
and then move to the direction where the sound is coming from.
Sound.
Disho me shrotre shritaha shrotragam hridaye. Disho me shrotre shritaha. That is the only way by which sound is known only by space. One coordinate alone can give sound. Are we able to get that? Now come to the next one. From sound generated touch. Shabda sparsha. Correct? How do I understand touch? By feel is the primary coordinate for touch. Correct? And what I understand by touch? Vayuhu. Think. Air, you can first feel the air, which is the primary coordinate. What can be the secondary coordinate? Can you hear the air? हवा जोर से चला तो आवाज नहीं आता है. So now I have a secondary coordinate for air, which is hearing also. Primary is touch, secondary is hearing. Now you would understand the next sequence. Go to Agni. Agni, which is the primary coordinate? Rupam. Sight is the primary coordinate. Color and forms you get by Rupam. Then what are the secondary coordinate? I can feel the heat. I can even hear the sound of the fire. But feel is much more stronger than hearing the fire. So as you keep going, पिताजी दादाजी और दूर हो जाते. Are you able to get that? They have a very beautiful relationship. Go to the next one. Water. How do you know that? What is the primary coordinate for water? Taste.
Taste.
Why will you say that? Any taste, you will say that this is impure water. The tastelessness is the attribute which you understand by taste. No taste is what you understand by water taste. Huh? Think about it. There is no taste at all. If any taste comes, you will say, "Nee, this is not pure water." Then what is pure water? No taste is pure water. And how did you understand no taste? By taste. Can you feel the water? Can you see the water? Yes, I can see the water. Can I feel the water? I can feel the water. Can I hear the water? I can hear the water also. You understand how many coordinates can work now? For sound, only one coordinate Akasha. But as you keep going, all are able to work here. Obviously, for the fifth one, Prithvi, what is the principal coordinate? Now we have to go by exclusion. 4 निकल गया, कौन बचा है अभी? What is left?
Smell.
Smell.
Smell is only pending.
That is why you say, मेरी माटी की बू. Simply that has not come.
Okay.
I can smell the Mother Earth. From when the first rain comes, how so many varieties of smell comes out. Gandhavati Prithvi, very clearly. So I can smell Prithvi, I cannot smell water. I can taste water. Prithvi I can smell, I can taste, I can feel. Correct? I can see and I can hear also. So which is the subtlest and which is the grossest now? Where 5 things are there, that is subtlest. That is why this Prithvi you can see, and that Akasha is very subtle. That is why hearing is the primordial first one, smell is the last one. Are we able to get that logic? And that is why the medium of instruction is always through sound, because no distortion can happen between the communicator and the hearer, because it's a primary source of learning. That is why it is called Shruti. How logical. See why the word Shruti comes. Vedas are called Shruti. Shruti, primary source. Not writing. बुक्स छापा ही नहीं था, वो अभी 200 साल पहला बुक छापा है, 500 साल पहला. उसका पहला it was all hearing. Why? That is a primary source. Are we able to get that? Good. 15 मिनट खींच लिया मैंने. चलो, we'll have to stop it here. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरिः ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. Okay. So good. We will continue next time. One small announcement in case you all are interested. 25th December is Friday. It is Vaikuntha Ekadashi. It is birthday of Jesus Christ, and also the day called Gita Divas. That was the day when Bhagavad Gita was there. So 25th we will be chanting all the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, most probably around 4 o'clock Indian Standard Time to 6:15, 2.5 hours it will take. Anyone who is interested can join. It will be in the same Zoom link. I will send details later on once confirmed. It is not compulsory, it is up to you. If you wish to join, you can join. Right? There won't be any YouTube or anything on that. कि बाद में देखेंगे नहीं, कुछ नहीं. तभी join हुआ तो ठीक है. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Right? Chalo. Okay? So we'll meet now next Saturday. If otherwise, who are coming on Friday, you can connect. Chalo. Shubharatri.
शुभरात्रि.
धन्यवादः.
Okay. Thank you.
धन्यवादः शुभरात्रिः महोदय.
Shubharatri.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Hari Om.